Hello, hi, yes. Welcome to another Toonkind D&D game. I'm JayJay. I'll be your DM today. And this is Case of the Missing Windup Key. And will my players list who they are and who their characters are from top to bottom?
Oh, that's me.
Oh, mood.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Mike, and I'm playing as Ollie, who is a little mute explorer man. So a lot of the time, I'm going to say that he writes, not necessarily talk.
And I love him.
Hi, I'm a congested Marzi, and I'll be playing Mariz today. Yes, that's confusing. Yes, that's on purpose.
Hi. My name is Magic, and today I am playing a middle school emo by the name of Avery. Don't worry about it.
Hi, I'm Taml, and I'm playing my fresh out of the Dungeon Master's Vault Toonkind character, blah blah blah, named Lucky. He's a cat who's a rogue and stuff.
But is he lucky?
Subjectively.
Understandable.
Amazing.
I'm gonna post a Mariz ref if Discord will let me. If I can Discord, I'll throttle you.
Yeah. I say if you have refs, you can throw them in the game zone. That's up to you, though, entirely.
Do I have an Avery ref? That's a good question.
I don't know.
Have my child. There they are.
Wow, a bastard. Anyway.
You know it, baby! Though I will say, because of their recent character development, they are trying to be a little less bastard.
Trying.
They're trying really hard. Being nice is really hard.
All right, and while you guys post your refs, if that's what you're doing, you may have seen an ad, possibly, for a place called the Jolly Good Fun Toy Store. It's well known, but not really, and it's kind of tucked away where no one can really find it unless you've heard of it. You may have heard of the giant Nutcracker that is positioned inside the store that has fully functional movement and is essentially like a giant animatronic that's made out of wood.
Terrifying.
However, you might have seen an ad asking for help from the owner of the toy store because he has lost the wind-up key that makes the Nutcracker work. So I have to ask, are you coming to help or are you coming to be a menace? Looks at
Is that
Marzi.
specifically aimed at me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. I said they're trying to be nicer.
But yes, you were all standing outside of this absolutely huge toy store. It's multiple stories, like,
Holy shit.
well, it's big and all
Large.
yeah. So you're all outside this toy store. The lights inside appear to be on as though the store is open, but it's empty inside. You can see because the doors in the front have like the glass windows. They're like the doors themselves aren't entirely glass, but they have like huge windows in them so you can see through them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can see that it's empty inside. So you're all standing out here. Do you say anything? Do you do anything?
Mariz spots Avery and is like, oh shit, it's Demon Kid.
Oh shit, it's the Fae.
I'll toss my riff down. Sorry, later when I spoil it.
You're valid.
Valid.
Momo is not very helpful right now.
How's that, JJ? Your first character interactions between us and it's, oh shit, it's Demon Kid. Oh shit, it's the Fae.
Okay, cool. Why am I not surprised? Do Lucky or Ollie say? Well, Ollie does not speak, but do they do anything?
How do they feel about these babies saying fuck words?
Ollie is here to help. He's not really focusing on that right now. So he is walking up to the door and just giving it a very gentle knock.
automatically
He's
like
just
this old
here
man
because
more
he
than the
keeps
whole
screaming
rest
off.
of the party. Anyway.
Sorry, what did? Sorry, JayJay, could you repeat that? Because other people were talking on top of you. I'm
I
so
said
sorry.
automatically like this old man more than the whole rest of the party who's spoken. Anyway.
Fool that you are. Sorry.
Lucky, are you doing anything?
I'm just here to help too. I just wandered all over the place and, well, yeah, he's here. He's here to just stare, wondering why. He's
Do they have any thoughts on the two babies that just swore? Or the old man that just
he's
ignored them?
weirder.
By the
Lucky
way,
has
what?
seen weirder.
By the way, one of these babies is in fact a real kind.
Yeah,
Great.
one of them's real kind who can say real kind slurs because they're not bound by toon logic. Mariz, like, legally is allowed to say fuck.
Cool.
Despite being a toon.
Okay, so Ollie goes up and knocks on the door because I guess he's the only one that has a brain cell.
Okay, consider, Ollie goes up and knocks. Mariz notices him knock. If there is not an answer in the next 5 seconds, Mariz will go up and bang on the door like, hey, we're here to find your key or whatever.
So Ollie goes up and knocks on the door, and the door opens, and inside...
Okay, cool.
Jesus! Inside is a rather short man who's balding on top and has long white hair and a long, like, aim talking from, like, chin to the floor, graying beard. Okay? He's wearing...
Impressive.
So, essentially, picture Santa, but with a longer beard. That's what this guy looks like, and except
So, like,
shorter.
Santa, but if he was a wizard.
Santa, but if he was...
Understandable.
Santa, but if he was Mariz height. He's not very
They're
tall.
the same height?
I just thought short. I didn't pick an exact height, but he's short.
If they're about
And-
the same height, Mariz will float slightly off the ground for dominance.
I hate you.
Love you!
Anyway, and he's trying to contain himself, but he is in fact crying profusely. There are very much tears in his eyes, and he's very distraught as he opens
Oh,
the
God.
door just enough to let you all inside.
Yeah, okay. I guess it's time to fly inside.
What's the?
Yeah, we walk in.
What does it look like inside?
So inside, I didn't really think through how to describe this. It's 2 stories tall. There are long stairways on either side. The walls are entirely lined with shelves, and in the center towards the back, you will see essentially from like the base and the feet up to almost around the hips of the huge Nutcracker doll that I mentioned earlier. And I do have a map, but it's kind of shitty.
Hey,
Say
a
that
map
again.
is still a map.
JayJay, say that again and I'll eat a chocolate, I swear to God.
Which part?
If you say bad things about yourself, I will eat things I'm allergic to.
Marzi,
Marzi, don't do this right
No.
now, please.
I bap you. Cease and desist. We're in the middle of a game.
So if JayJay says something mean about themselves again.
Boom.
Nice!
So the things on the left and the right are the stairs, and the giant hexagon is like the base of the Nutcracker. And then like I said, there's shelves lining the walls that are just packed to the brim with toys. They're kind of overflowing a bit with how many toys there are, and they're sort of pouring out onto the floor and everything. But it doesn't quite make a mess. It's just sort of like clings to the walls and stuff.
Mhm.
But there is like a sort of velvet rope around the base of the Nutcracker, so that way, you know, nobody gets in or anything.
Okay.
Does anyone say anything as you guys enter the store?
Ollie can't really talk, but he does give this man a very gentle wave to say, like, hello. And he also writes down in his notebook to talk. He writes down, I heard you needed some help.
The old man will sniff and wipe his eyes and give like a very small wave with the hand that isn't holding a like huge fistful of tissues, and take a deep breath and try to compose himself and just, yes, I can't find it anywhere. I've searched the entire store. I don't know where it could be. I put it in the same place every night in the back room.
Quick question. How
Yes.
big is this key?
Are you asking me or the guy?
Oh, yeah. The guy. Oops.
And he'll like hold up his hand, but it's shaking because he's crying. It's, I don't know how to describe how big. It's not very big. But like he'll hold his fingers apart and it's kind of like, I want to say 5 inches in length.
5 inches.
It's not a big key.
That is pretty small for this huge ass nutcracker.
Uh-huh.
I will say, I rolled a D2.
I saw that. What is that?
Yeah, Mariz needed to make a decision. One means that they were gonna try to talk to this guy who was crying, but they are a child who is a menace, and they saw this huge nutcracker and immediately zoomed off to look at it.
Oh my god.
You think that red rope is gonna stop someone who can fly?
No, and I don't think it'll stop a menace either.
Anywho.
He's probably too distraught, and he's also talking to Ollie to even notice that you're just gone.
There is a fairy loose in the toy store.
Great. But you
So
guys,
it's just gone, or
I don't know where it could be. I put it in the same place on the same table in the back room every night, and when I woke up this morning to go start it, it wasn't there. And he'll like blow his nose like.
You want me to do your folly for you? Hang on.
Jesus Christ.
I could be your folly
don't-
word.
Marzi has absolutely no chill this game. And we aren't even that long into the game.
Unfortunately, I'm feral, and I see JayJay, and I feel the cane instinct. I can be your folly work.
So once I recover from the psychic damage that I was just dealt, but yeah, he starts crying, pretty heavily, to the point where you aren't sure that he can talk anymore. But you are free to explore the toy store now. He's just
Ollie's gonna pat him on the back first of all, because he does care. He wants to make sure this person is not going to be upset by the end of the day.
I would die for Ollie.
And Ollie also writes, like, he taps for a moment on his notepad, and then he begins writing down to say, could you show us the place that you normally keep this?
He'll nod and, slowly walk around the base of the Nutcracker into the tiny room in the back there. And inside it kind of looks like a very itty-bitty office. There's a small desk that's just overflowing with paper almost, except for the like main area where you would sit. There's a sort of small chair there that looks like it's been sat in for too many years, and there's filing cabinets on either side of the desk. There's a bag on the ground that kind of looks like it would be a toolkit, but you aren't really sure. And the desk does have drawers, but it only has like 2. Like, you know how like some desks have like drawers on the side, and then there's drawers that are like along the underside of the desk. Both drawers are like along the underside of the desk. So he'll lead you guys in there, and he'll open the drawer on the right side. And it's kind of empty in there, so you imagine that he doesn't really keep a lot of stuff in there. But there is no key.
Would it be okay if I did a perception check?
You can.
can I do an
I need to
investigation
make
on the
an
drawer?
investigation
Yeah.
perception.
Okay. this is totally a good idea for this character in particular to be doing this sort of check.
Don't worry about
100%.
it.
That's
That's hilarious.
Great.
I forgot about my real dice. I meant to use them, but
That
It's
is
okay. You can
fucking
use them from here
hilarious.
on out.
that's in that one.
Mariz, well, Avery, you don't see shit. Sorry. You just,
Okay.
it looks like a drawer.
Yep.
Mariz and
drawer.
Lucky, what are you guys doing? Did you guys come into the office or did you
No.
stay outside?
Mariz is flying up to the Nutcracker's face and taking a looky-loo.
Lucky's just awkwardly
Also, I
standing
rolled for
around,
perception, and sadly, I got a 3.
Oh my god. Okay,
That is 2 nat 1s! Jesus Christ!
His eyes are not quite what they used to be.
Oh, but sadly you just kind of see a mess. It's a disaster in here. As
Well,
from
Ollie's gonna help clean up in the meantime.
this man is very distraught and can't really form words anymore, but he's waving his arms in a fashion that makes you think that if he was able to talk right now, he'd be saying that you didn't have to do that, that it's always this messy and it will just get messy again, because he's organized but in a very chaotic way.
Ollie kind of just gives the little shrug and a little wave, like, "Oh, please, it's fine."
But
Lucky would probably want to ask him a question, so
okay.
Lucky's gonna ask, are you the only one who's like working in this place, or
The guy will nod and blow his nose again.
oh.
Huh.
So, Mariz, you're still the only one that's not in the office, correct?
Yes. Mariz has flown up to the face of the Nutcrackers having a looky-loo.
Okay. Would you like to roll perception?
You got it. Boop, boop, be-doop.
Okay. So, because it's kind of quiet in here, because everyone else is behind the Nutcracker in the office, and you guys are also like the only like 5 people in the building, you sort of hear a clattering sound behind you.
Huh. Mariz, first of all, will pat the giant Nutcracker on the shoulder.
It has no reaction because it is not
No, that's
powered.
fine. That's fine. Oh, thank God, that was a 2. And they pull a blue orchid out of their hammer space and put it on the shoulder and it's like, alright, big guy, we'll find you your key.
Oh.
And then they'll take a looky-loo behind the Nutcracker.
You see the rest of the party and the crying guy. But
Oh.
it doesn't look like any of them have knocked anything over.
Oh. Can I make another perception to see if they can figure out where the fuck that came from?
Yes.
Come on, Mariz. Fuck.
Okay, so you aren't sure. Now that you've seen the party, you aren't sure that they made the noise, but maybe it came from somewhere else in the toy store.
Well, Mariz is trying to be nice. I never said they were a team player. They give the Nutcracker another pat on the shoulder and fly down to the shelves to take a looky-loo.
Okay, which side are you looking on?
Sorry, I had to blow my nose. Leave me alone.
I did not say anything.
You laughed at me.
Which side are you looking on? You
The
heathen.
right.
Okay, so like I said, the walls are covered top to bottom in shelves that are full to bursting with toys.
Every time you say that, my fingers like twitch. Like this kid's older brother is a rogue.
Great. But as you're walking, you sort of see something move. You think? You aren't really sure.
Huh.
Do you want to roll investigation? Or call the rest of your party that's still talking to this crying guy in the back?
Mariz doesn't know Lucky or Ollie, but they will call out, "Hey, demon boy!
What?
I saw a thingy!"
Oh, a thing? Yeah. Demon Boy's gonna go help investigate the thing, I guess.
Oh my god.
Yeah, to keep the party together, Ollie's gonna follow as well.
Thank you, Ollie, for having a brain cell. Lucky, are you going with them?
Actually, I'd like to hit up the stairs.
Okay.
So,
I'm sorry we
Lucky's
keep
sitting
splitting
up
the party.
Okay, so Lucky's going upstairs, right?
Yeah, anyone does stairs.
Okay.
Unless there's a distinction.
No, it doesn't matter. They both go to the second floor. And since you are the only one going up there, I will get back to you momentarily since we are splitting the party. So the rest of you three, are on the right side of the toy store, and Mariz thought that they saw something move. The further down, closer to the door that you get, you see that there's a lot of like coloring books and like paint sets that are here. Some of them have been opened and like started being colored in. Some of them are like still fresh in the packaging and everything. But you sort of see a coloring book that's open to a certain page, and you see what looks to be four little, for lack of a better term, you know what like the little army dolls look like from Toy Story? Picture
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Picture that, but like little artists instead.
Oh, that's really cute.
There's like a small group of them like in an archway looking at this blank coloring page. And then one of them moves.
Ah!
Huh. Avery would like to poke it?
Okay, Okay, so you poke it and they all jump and run behind the coloring book with a tiny, like, screech.
Oh shit.
Alright, hang on. If they're gonna hide, let's see, what can Mariz do? They're gonna cast a message and point in the little toy's direction, like, "Were you the one who took the keys?" They're not gonna yell it out loud.
But are they yelling it, like, through the message?
It's supposed to be a whisper.
Okay.
So says the spell.
Okay, so no. Okay, so one of them will peek their head out very like slowly, and they'll sort of like look rapidly between the three of you before coming out and standing beside the coloring book for a minute and just, "Oh, you guys want to know where the key is, right?"
Sus.
Yeah.
Well, you see, and they'll kind of like glance back towards behind the coloring book where the rest of the little artists are. After the toy maker made that huge colossus beast, a lot of us kind of got tossed to the side and forgotten, you know? So this is us trying to fix it. Well, trying to. We're the ones who are supposed to get sold and stuff, so like, it should be us who are the focus and not that. And they'll like nod towards the direction of the statue. So we
But
took the
isn't
key
the-
and hid it.
Isn't the Nutcracker really good advertising, though?
You're talking to a toy. You realize this, right?
I need to also stop having Mariz sound goddamn smart. They're an idiot. Fuck.
Okay. So you say that and the toy's just gonna blink at you like, what? We'll only tell you where the key is when you play with all of us.
I cannot describe Avery's expression right now. It is just a expression. Like, what is this?
Ollie, do you have any thoughts on this tiny man?
Ollie is just honestly listening into the conversation, trying to figure out where to go with it next. 'Cause he's trying to think ahead of time just to see what else they can do to help. So maybe both parties could be in a better place.
I love this old man.
Oh, man's the one with brain cells.
Do you want us to like color or something?
The little artist perks up, and the other 4 or 5 of them come out from behind the book, and they're all nodding excitedly.
Cool. Avery pats their pockets. Sort of like sticks their hands in them. Pulls out some lint. Just goes, shit.
Okay.
Takes their backpack off. Looks in their backpack.
It's okay. A group of 3 of them, the little artists, push what appears to be like one of those huge ass boxes of crayons that are just like, they have every color that like doesn't have names and shit like that. It's a big box of crayons, and they just push it in the direction of the coloring book.
God, okay. Mariz was kind of like a bright neon orange at the you have to play with all of us. They're 16. They're too old for this shit. But then they saw this big box of crayons. And slowly they have become like kind of a like an oceany blue.
Do you want to roll perception to see what's on the coloring page to know what you have to color in?
It's a 15. Oh god, I have to work around my mouse because I rolled this on my mouse pad.
Way to go.
That's an 18. So, just physical days. I have those now.
Nice. Ike, are you rolling?
Remind me what we're rolling again.
It's perception to see what is on the coloring page.
Yeah.
Holy
I got
shit.
a 21.
Holy shit. Okay. So you all see, it's a fairly like simple, it's a children's coloring book, so it's pretty simple. The scene is simple. There's a house on a hill, there's a sun in one of the corners, there's grass, there's like a little river and like a tiny bridge and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to try to color in the picture?
Yes.
Sure.
I guess.
So you'll take the box of crayons and roll either a dex or a sleight of hand. It is up to you.
Like a straight dex?
A straight dex.
Alright, I'm doing
sleight of hand.
That's a 16 for sleight of hand from Avery.
Ooh, almost just typed the wrong character's name.
Oh my god.
Oops, that wasn't actually supposed to be a D11. Whoops. Ignore that. That was on habit.
Okay.
16.
So with a 22, a 16, and a 15, how do you guys color this page?
Avery spends multiple moments trying to color the grass and keeps switching between colors.
Are they all green?
Some of them are green. One of them is pink. There's a purple one in there.
Okay.
I'd like to say at one point, Mariz is very impatiently waiting to have the purple crayon because they've decided to forgo actually coloring and is doodling their older siblings in the scene.
Ollie's probably just like, you said there's a house on the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ollie's just trying to color it as what he knows how. Because he's not really much of an artist personally. At least not in this form, so... He's just trying to keep it in the lines, go with what he can.
Ollie approaching this coloring book like an actual adult.
What do you expect? He's an 80-year-old man.
And I love him so much.
Not much else to really do here.
Damn.
What's up, Magic?
Is Avery the youngest person in this party?
I mean, Mariz is 16.
God, this is a middle schooler. Anyway.
Taml, how old is Lucky?
He's 23.
Oh god, that's an adult.
Oh no, we actually have adult supervision. Damn it.
Shit. See, this is why. This is one of the reasons. This is one of the reasons why Mariz called for Avery.
I'm glad
They're
that
both
Ollie,
children, and they know each other from school.
I'm glad that Ollie has some brain cells. But anyway, so you
I
guys
think
color.
so far he's the only one with brain cells.
Yeah. So you guys color in this picture, and it looks very chaotic. But the more that you guys color it in, and the more like sort of chaotic that it looks, the happier the tiny artists get. They're very ecstatic at the I lost my words for a second. The picture that you've colored. And they'll turn to you with big smiles on their faces and give you all like big thumbs up.
Well, Ollie gives a thumbs up back.
Avery gives a thumbs up back.
Mariz, unfortunately, is a tsundere.
Great. Okay. So
You get punched in the side lightly.
You get punched back!
okay.
Ollie is going to put his hand between the two before they punch again.
Damn it.
Ollie, I'm sorry that you have to literally be this straight man in this. Oh my
No,
gosh.
he's probably used to it. He's probably got friends that have kids and all that stuff. You know how it is.
Yes.
These are unfortunately unruly children.
Damn, I can't imagine why. Anyway, so the artists will give you big smiles and their thumbs up, and they'll just be like, "Thank you so much, but there's still many of us that you have to go through yet. We don't have the key. We don't know where it is." With that, I'm going to cut over to Lucky, who's on the second floor by himself. And has no idea what's happening. Because he missed the explanation because he's upstairs.
Oopsies.
So, which side of the second floor are you on?
Let's say the left side.
Okay. Because you're on the second floor now, you can very clearly see the Nutcracker's face from up here, and you can see that like there is like a jaw joint and stuff like that, and it moves and stuff. But its eyes are closed right now because it's off. But just like the bottom floor, the walls are lined with shelves and toys, and there's stuff all over the floor and stuff. There is no back room up here. Map. I have a map. I know things. Instead, there's a kind of balcony. It's not on the map because for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to do that. So like the smaller the stairs go, that's down to the first floor. So you're up by the larger section of stairs. There's a balcony that goes around the back of the Nutcracker, and then that rectangle is kind of like another section of shelves that just has crap all over it. Like you wouldn't know that there's a shelf under there. You would just assume it's a pile of toys because there's so much shit on it.
It's just a giant pile.
Exactly. I will say that most of these toys are either wooden or plush, and they're all handmade. But you said you were on the left side?
Yeah, the left side.
Okay. Roll perception.
Yep.
Oof.
Oh, jeez.
Oof. Okay.
Maybe I should use my dice.
So you think maybe you hear something, but you aren't sure if you heard something or if it was just the party downstairs moving around.
This place is haunted.
Okay, so are you walking along the left side of the wall looking at the shelves and stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna just wander around, get to like the little rectangle at the bottom. You said that those were shelves, but
Yeah.
get down there and try and buy a loaf.
I'm not gonna lie. Roll perception again to see if you notice anything. Okay, 15 is a lot better than a 6. You hear another clattering, and this time you know that it wasn't from downstairs. It was up here. And it's from the shelves that are along the left side of the wall. And it's really close.
Well, Lucky's gonna go up to them, take a little look, and yeah.
In one section you'll see like a bunch of like wooden building blocks. Kind of like Jenga pieces, but like you know, in Animal Crossing New Horizon, they have like a wooden building blocks thing that you can build, like you can make to make other items.
Oh, like the little wooden. Oh, those are really cute.
Yeah, it's like
They're
a
super
set of
cute.
those, and there's like a lot of them cluttering the shelf. But there's also 3 little gnomes, and they aren't moving currently, but they are sort of scattered around the building blocks.
I tried to stack the gnomes on top of each other.
I have to think.
That's fucking hilarious.
I don't know what to make you roll for this. Roll a dex save.
Next save. Okay. You're saying that's with a D20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so a 16.
Oh.
So you go to pick one of the gnomes up, and it goes to bite you.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought you were gonna say. I fucking knew it.
But because you rolled a 16, you managed to pull your hand back in time before you get bit. And the other 2 jump up as well. And they're all just like glaring at you, and the one that tried to bite you just goes, "Oi, what do you think you're doing?"
Didn't even get to stack them. Just trying to observe your the handiwork that went into your creation, I guess. I don't know what the technical words are, but yeah, you guys are very beautiful, and I just wanted to admire you guys up close.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
I'm gonna say, okay, so they are a little suspect because they know that the store is closed and they don't have any idea who you are. But they're like, what are you doing here?
Me alongside a couple others were called into here to quote unquote locate a key for that giant thing in the middle of the store.
The like leader of the gnomes is gonna look between you and the head of the Nutcracker and back at you and just essentially give you the same spiel that the artists downstairs gave to the rest of the party.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure that I can give that whole spiel in that voice, to be honest. But they'll give you the whole
Right.
spiel and just. So are you looking to help or not?
Yeah, sure. What do you need help for?
All three of them are going to gesture to the building blocks on the shelves behind them, and they're just. It doesn't look like anything. There's just building blocks scattered everywhere. We need a place to stay. A proper place to stay.
Okay. Would you like me to rearrange some of these blocks?
Well, the blocks ain't gonna arrange themselves now, are they?
Well, maybe they can, considering how you guys happen to be arranging yourselves. But whatever, sure. Okay.
Okay, so are you going to attempt to build them a house out of the blocks?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's gonna do.
Okay, make a dex check. A 17, it's not bad. So you make a house. It's a little crooked at first, but you readjust it fairly well. It's a little small though. You can roll again if you want.
How many blocks are there? Like, enough for how many gnomes are there? Like
There are
3?
3 gnomes, and you can ask how many blocks there are, but there's no like definite answer. There's just a fuck ton of blocks, and like different shapes. Like there's arches, there's like rectangles, there's circles, there's cubes. Like if you can imagine a wooden block, there's a shape of it.
Alright, sure. I'll try to build them a castle or something. I'll just roll for dicks again, I guess.
Mm-hmm. 14. So you make this house into a castle, and it's kind of lopsided a little bit. It's not fully even, but the gnomes inspect it very thoroughly. They're looking at it inside and out. Excuse me. And they'll just come out and they'll stare at the outside for a while, just sort of thinking intently. They're kind of squinting at it. They've got their arms crossed, like they're pondering whether or not they think it's adequate. And just after a while they'll
Sure.
sort of nod and they'll turn and they'll give you a thumbs up and they'll all go inside.
I didn't expect to get judged by gnomes today, but whatever.
Are you going to tell the
Guess the
others
whole
about
thing is
your funky gnome experience, or are you gonna stay up here?
I'll take one last look around the area and then head down.
Okay, so we'll cut back to the people downstairs then. How are y'all doing down here?
Well, we colored something, so
You did. You absolutely colored a picture. So are you going to look around the rest of the first floor?
yeah.
Okay, so you guys walk over to the left side of the first floor, and roll me perceptions.
I won't
Okay.
roll because I assume Ollie is probably taking the lead on this.
Ollie has more brain cells than you.
Yes, exactly. So,
No, he doesn't.
well, I'm
Ollie,
assuming
my
he has more brain
glove.
cells. Oh god. Mariz, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna roll for
Old
Mariz
man
because
is not
Mariz,
seeing things the greatest. He has glasses for a reason.
I love him.
since Ollie isn't looking at Mariz and Avery anymore, Mariz has gone to aim like a half-hearted kick.
I hate you.
And Avery?
Just like a, it's not gonna hurt much. It's like a tap of their little nubbin foot against like Avery's leg.
Ow! Jesus. God damn it. I'm trying to look at shit.
Look harder.
Fucking oof. Okay.
Hey, Grandpa. The other child is bullying me.
I didn't do shit.
Having Ollie be a babysitter to a couple of menaces was not something that I predicted was going to happen today.
You should have known as soon
you
as you
did
let
your
me be
work.
Mariz in this game.
I have my head in my hands. Okay. In the meantime, Ollie rolled a 6 and Avery rolled a 10, and Mariz just straight up didn't roll. So, you'll notice that on this side, there looks to be a lot more dolls, of various sizes and degrees. Some look like they're, gosh, excuse me. Some look like they're made out of glass. A bunch of them look like they're made out of wood. Some of them look like they move. Some of them look like they're just for decoration. It kind of varies. But I will say real quick, we've been going for about an hour now. Do y'all think we need a break?
Oh shit, has it been an hour?
Yes.
Does it
If you
feel like
guys
an
want
hour?
to have a break, go right ahead. I'm all
Is
ready
it-
to rumble.
I think I'm good.
My recording only says we've been going for 45 minutes.
I don't know how to tell time.
Alright, I think we're all good to keep going, I guess.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys to roll perception again because I can't give you anything with that. I just
Fine.
10.
oh god.
Ollie can look around and see what he's doing, but he doesn't have the best eyesight.
Well,
He
apparently.
doesn't feel
Reason why
puffy
there's
that they
no
got
food, you know?
kicked.
Okay, so I'm going to say that Mariz spots it first, and then Ollie notices Mariz. You're going to notice what looks to be a bunch of like little bins that are full of clothing, and I mean like you ever been in a Build-A-Bear or something like that, and how they have like bins of clothes to put on your bears?
Yeah.
It's like that, but doll-sized.
Mm.
And there's different like kinds of sizes, but they're all doll-sized. So like they could be smaller or bigger, but they're all made for dolls. And on the shelf above it, there's a couple different set pieces, kind of like playhouse pieces you would buy for like a Barbie house or something,
Mm.
but it's not a Barbie. And a small doll that kind of looks like a figure posing doll, but it's got a little more detail to it. The joints move and everything like that, just like a figure doll would, but this one sort of has like a solid block that makes up long brown hair, and they're wearing what looks to be a very tattered, very faded, like it's full of holes kind of dress.
Oh, that's really sad. Yeah, Mariz sees that and already has turned like a navy blue. It's just like, oh no. My brother would be having a conniption fit over this.
So Ollie and Mariz notice this first. Avery, you probably end up noticing these two stare at whatever this is and noticing it as well. But this sad doll just kind of looks up at Mariz and Ollie and doesn't really say anything. They just kind of look sad.
Yeah, no, Mariz immediately is walking forward and very gently picks the doll up. It's like, alright, let's get you something better than that.
Ollie was kind of like holding up a hand, like, hold on.
Mariz
And
protectively
he-
holds the doll against them.
He writes down, how about we try talking to this doll first?
I can speak. Are you here to help?
He flips to a page. Yes?
The bins have so many clothes in them, and everybody else gets to try them on, but I never get to.
Yeah, no, I've heard enough. We're changing that right now.
Jesus Christ! Okay.
See, listen, I'll give you this for free out of character. This makes Mariz very, very sad because it makes them think of their brother.
I simply can't imagine why. Avery, do you have any reaction to this?
Me and Magic is fucking sobbing in like the internal of my mind. I'm not gonna I will ask, has Lucky joined us at this point? Because they were making their way down the stairs.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Lucky comes down the stairs to see Mariz protectively holding like a tattered little doll, like away from Avery and Ollie.
Oh lord, is the doll haunted too?
I think Ollie just gives you a look like, what?
Not sure about you guys, but there are talking gnomes upstairs who judge me for my building skills, of which I have none.
Nice.
Sounds like a you problem.
We just did a drawing. Wait, did we keep the drawing?
No, the artists kept the drawing.
Aw.
Damn it.
Well, we don't have the drawing anymore, but we did a drawing. It was pretty fun.
What's happening now? Why are you? What?
We're gonna play dress up.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Okay. So, for those of you that want to attempt to pick out an outfit for this doll, roll performance.
Oh yes, baby! You fucking know it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Nope, I'm using a luck point. Fuck you.
Okay.
Nope, I'm using a goddamn luck point. There we go. From a nat 1 to a dirty 20.
I positively hate your plus 11, but
Ew.
oof.
Damn.
Ike, are you rolling?
No.
Alright, I have a good way to flavor this if you don't mind, JayJay.
You got a fucking 20, so do whatever you want.
With Lucky and Avery rolling that low, Mariz has absolutely dismissed whatever they picked out because their older brother makes clothes. Makes really, really nice clothes that actually look very, very nice, and Mariz spends enough time with him to know what looks good. So they are very meticulously picking things out that actually go together. Because they remember, like, seeing Fleck make clothes and outfits for other people that look nice. So they're gonna try their goddamn darndest to make sure this doll gets pretty clothes.
I'm just picturing you, like, digging through all of the bins and just throwing clothes, like, doll clothes all over the floor.
Yes.
Is anyone... Are you
with
just gonna leave them
their-
there?
With their one critical eye, because they only have the one.
Are you just
Ollie's just standing off to the side watching. Because he doesn't really have much to add.
Ollie,
Does Ollie get hit in the face with one of the doll clothes?
I would
Just
prefer
whatever,
not.
aren't they?
Just doll clothes are flying everywhere, all over the floor. Are you gonna clean that up?
No.
Great. Cool. Didn't think so. So you got a 20, so you pick out I don't know what kind of outfit is this doll wearing now, Marzi?
It is a very pretty dress with a very tasteful jacket over top.
Okay, what color is it?
Shit.
Okay.
You'd think me, Marzi, who is very good at fashion, would be better at thinking this up on the fly. It's a purple dress with with like a black belt around the waist, and a navy blue jacket.
Neat. Okay. Do you put the doll back into the the little house setup?
Before that, let me make a perception.
Why?
Hang on.
Like, okay, but why?
Hell.
It's an 8.
As Mariz trying to see how nicely decorated that one was compared to everything else on the shelves.
The that one,
like
what? The playset?
The one, yeah, the one playset that the doll that they picked up was a part of, because they were planning on maybe snatching up some other stuff from the other sets.
Oh my god.
To make this one really, really nice for this doll.
Unfortunately for you, all of the house sets kind of look the same. I will say though, Ollie, near you on one of the shelves there is like a tiny doll-sized mirror if you want to put that in the playset so she can actually see what she looks like.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So Ollie moves the mirror from whatever playset it was in to her playset, and she sort of looks it over, and she spins around multiple. You know, like when you try on clothes and you spin around and you're just like, "Whoa, it fits! Oh my god!" So she'll do that for a while, and she'll just look at you guys and just. She can't really smile because she's a figure doll and doesn't really actually have a face. But she'll give the equivalent of a thumbs up and clap. Just like little claps.
Yeah, Mariz is a sky blue. There's a hint of like a burnt orange like at the tips of their wings and like the bottoms of their dress and in their hair, but they're like, "Yep, and that's how it's done." And don't worry about what those colors mean.
I'll look them up later. It's fine.
I mean, unless someone wants to roll an insight.
Not really.
Okay.
I'm rolling an insight. Give me a sec. So 22.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'd say because it makes sense for that, unless Ike, you also want to roll for Ollie.
No.
Understandable. Have a nice day. It makes sense for Avery because they do know each other from school. They're obviously happy to help this doll, but the little like licks of dark orange, they're mad about the state that this doll was in previously.
Oh no.
They're fucking pissed.
You know what? Understandable. Have a nice day.
And with that, where do you guys want to look for now? It doesn't seem like she has the key either.
Ollie's gonna write down and ask this doll. I don't suppose you have seen any keys nearby, have you? Or a place where you could find one, perhaps?
She thinks for a moment and sort of taps her chin and just, I have seen it, but not for a while. I think it was upstairs, but I don't know if it's been moved.
I was upstairs earlier, but I encountered some gnomes, and I didn't see the key, but there was a crap ton of toys upstairs, so might have missed it.
I think without question, Ollie's gonna start walking upstairs.
Thank you, Ollie, for having a sense of initiative.
Oh boy, stairs.
Okay, do you all go upstairs?
Does Avery need help up the stairs?
No, Avery can walk upstairs.
He just doesn't like stairs?
It's a lot of walking. His legs are short.
Haha, imagine having to walk as Mariz flies up the stairs.
I hate you. Okay, do you all follow Ollie upstairs, or is one of you an asshole and flies up there?
Heart emoji.
I guess we will
Ollie
go,
is
huh?
going to walk up with a lot of determination because he wants to figure out where this thing is.
I love him. Ollie, which side of the upstairs do you go to?
Let's try the left first.
Okay, so you walk across the left side and you'll get to like the end opposite the Nutcracker, and you will see the tiny the sort of castle that Lucky built, and the gnomes are outside, for lack of a better term, dusting it. They sort of have like these very small feather dusters, and they're dusting the outside of the castle that Lucky made for them. They don't really care if you can see them or not.
I think Ollie's going to try walking up, and he's going to do that cautiously and kneel down to be at a better height. And writes down, hello?
One of the gnomes will turn to you and just wave like, hello.
He gives a little wave back.
Can I help you with something?
He continues to write down, we are looking for a key. I don't suppose you have seen one anywhere?
Ah, the key. None of us know where it is. We haven't seen it since we took it.
Who took it?
The prince took it. I don't know where he is.
Prince, huh?
Does Ollie write that last part, or is that thought process?
That was thought process.
Okay.
See, if I don't specify he's writing, a lot of the time it's more like an expression on his face, or he's implying that, you know. It's like Garfield. He doesn't talk. He thinks it out.
I love him.
Only nobody can actually hear it, so.
I can hear it. It's okay. I have DM rights.
That's
God?
true.
I hate you.
Love you too.
Okay. Does Ollie have any more questions for the gnomes?
Where is typically the prince? If I'm getting that right.
Yeah, it's the prince. It's hard to say. He looks out for the rest of us, so it's hard to tell where he's gonna be next. I love that I'm using a different voice for this gnome every time that I speak.
It's the different gnomes.
Yeah,
Different
every single gnome.
Okay. Would it be okay if I did another perception check?
Yeah, of course. Are you like still looking at the shelf with the gnomes, or are you checking out the entire floor?
Just basically the general area that he's in currently.
Okay, you'll notice that besides the gnomes, nothing on this side of the room is moving like they are. There might be like stuff moving behind them that you can't really see because the shelves are full to bursting, but other than the gnomes, nothing on this side of the room is moving.
Okay.
By the way, Avery's going to look over at Lucky. Solid 6 out of 10 building skills. Good job. Gives a thumbs up. This is a middle schooler.
It sort of feels patronizing, but sure, okay.
Oh my god.
Hey, it was a
Lucky's
6
like
out of 10.
Lucky's near the gnome, so like he goes up to them and he's asking them something. He asks, What does the prince look like?
He's taller than we are, but not by much. He's kind of got like, and they'll like look at each other, like trying to find their words. Like, he looks like a prince. I don't know.
Ollie writes down, does your prince have a crown?
No.
How do you know what a prince is, then?
He told us he was a prince. We're gnomes.
I mean, Prince could just be a name.
Imagine being named Prince.
Okay. I don't have like an answer to that. Just okay. Sure, why not?
Don't worry about
Ollie
it.
is, during this whole time, Ollie's just like tapping against the notepad with his pen. He's trying to figure out like what can I say next?
Mm-hmm.
What can I ask next?
Mm-hmm.
That would be able to help.
Ollie is allowed to take his time. Does anyone else have any other questions for the gnomes besides Ollie?
No, because Avery's only thought right now is that they want to scribble in the notepad. Cause chaos.
Mood.
I'm so sorry, Ollie. They're not gonna do it, but they're now staring at the notepad intently.
Why does
The coloring book got Avery into a scribbling mood.
Yes.
You can...
They may or may not have accidentally pickpocketed one of the crayons.
You can go downstairs and get a coloring book.
No.
Okay.
They would have to pay for it, and they don't have any money.
Mood.
Okay. So Avery's notepads had empty,
Hold
but...
on.
Yes.
Avery, is this an obvious thing? Like, would an adult notice that sort of thing? Is that
They're staring at
the
the notebook
implication
very intently.
enough that Ollie notices?
Sure? Yes.
If Ollie notices, he is going to go to the very back of the notepad, rips out one page, and hands it over.
Avery lets out a little nice and takes.
Hey, he's not gonna stop a little budding artist. He's not gonna stop anyone.
I love Ollie
He needs
so
his
much.
own book for his own work.
Mariz is a little jealous. And they're peeking over Avery's shoulder to see what the fuck he does.
Okay, so while you heathens are doing that, Ollie, do you have any more questions for the gnomes?
Is there any particular things that this prince tends to do or has with them?
He's usually got a red sash on. Does that help?
Like, say, a sash, okay. He nods. Yeah, that does help.
I don't know. He just sort of wanders around. He checks up on all of us, but I don't think he, like, does anything specific.
Sorry. Shit.
Oh my god. For reference as to what's going on, Magic and Marzi are doing shenanigans in the background while Ollie has this very nice conversation with a gnome.
I'm sorry you let us play two horrible children.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, Marzi does not see. Marzi? Mariz.
Shame box.
Okay.
Mariz does not see what Avery doodles, and Avery gives it to Lucky.
Why would you do this?
Character interaction, bitch!
The three of you are just over here fucking around and Ollie's actually trying to get clues, like...
Lucky stuffs paper in his like little hoodie pocket.
Nice.
I will
Understanding
say during this interaction, Ollie is going to a different page of the notepad
Mm-hmm.
and writing something down, but he's not revealing it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, secrets.
He's definitely taking notes for something.
Mm-hmm. Also, bless you to whoever that was that sneezed.
Sorry.
Okay. Do you all want to roll perception?
Yeah.
Or
I should actually. Oh shit. I should actually roll somewhere. That's like.
Ollie,
have to
please,
move my mouse.
buddy.
Ollie, please roll at advantage. Oh my god.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
This poor man. Lucky, you can have advantage too because you've been up here already.
That's fair. Okay, 16, I'll take it.
Lucky, you can roll with advantage.
yep.
Okay.
It's slightly.
So I'm going to say, Avery, Ollie, and Lucky, you all hear something fall off one of the shelves on the other side of the store. It doesn't look like anything fell because this place is a fucking disaster area, but you heard something fall over.
Was it on like the top level or
Yes,
the bottom level?
it's on the top level.
Alright.
You just know that it's on the other side of the store from where you are.
God.
I'm trying to make a decision. Just give me a minute.
Do we want to go investigate?
I don't know, do
Sure.
you?
I think Avery just goes, "Oh look, a plot thread," and then walks in that direction.
Why are all of your characters like this?
Honestly, Ollie is just waiting to see what you all think because he is already set to go. He doesn't need to answer.
God.
Mariz unfortunately didn't hear or see shit.
Avery is now walking across the store,
Okay, that I see.
unattended, as a child.
Okay, yeah, no, one of us should go at least.
Oh my god. Okay, so
I'll get along.
Avery and Lucky are going. Mariz and Ollie, are you following or are you sticking with the gnomes
Yes.
for now? Okay.
No, I'm following.
Okay.
E.
Okay, so you all walk over to the right side of the store and you'll notice that one of the shelves looks kind of clear. It's got like what looks to be a kind of finished puzzle on it. And there's nothing stacked on top of the puzzle, which is weird. But you can roll investigation on it if you want.
Yeah.
Oh boy, investigation.
Yeah.
Fuck, that is a flat D20 for my little idiot.
Die then.
I rolled a
Luckily,
2.
will.
Ollie is good with investigation.
Oh shit! I turned the gun back at you, JayJay.
No, wait, that was a mistake. That
Holy
roll was a mistake.
shit,
I
Ollie.
should have
Holy
added the
fuck.
+1. That was a wrong roll. Ugh. I'll do it again.
Magic, are you just not rolling, or
I did. I have
that's
physical
not
dice.
a
I rolled
proper
a 1.
rolling?
Oh.
That's because you didn't do a d20. That's a
No,
that's a
No,
one.
it's a.
I
You
have physical
skated.
dice.
Oh, okay.
Oh no. Okay, so Avery just looks at this and is like, yep, it's a picture.
Disasters?
It sure is a picture. Lucky, you also look at this and you sure do see a picture. It's kind of dark blue, and that's about all that you get from it. It's just blue. You don't really see shit. You see a little bit more. You kind of see like lines, sort of. Lines and stars, kind of. But, you know. Ollie, you can tell that this is very much like, it's set like a puzzle, right? Like, you know how like puzzles have like the kind of like, not cardboard, but like, whatever the
Yeah.
fuck puzzle pieces are made out of.
Something laminated.
Yes.
Yeah.
you notice that there's a bunch of white dots, and they're all scattered across this entire, like, frame, for lack of a better term. And you'll also notice that beside it is a tiny statue of the Thinker, because I said so. And you'll notice that beside the Thinker is a pen. It just looks like a normal pen. But Ollie, with your 23, you might recognize this as a kind of star map.
Sorry, as a what?
A kind of star map.
Oh, yeah. Constellations.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I will say, because unless Ollie, are you going to explain what it is, or are you just gonna see if you can solve it?
I think he's gonna squint at it first before saying anything.
Okay.
Because that takes time to write.
Wait, because
he's a fast writer, but he's a fast writer and all, but he's gonna try to investigate this himself first.
You will notice that neither the statue nor the, like, puzzle setup move. Nothing moves.
Lucky picks up the Thinker and shakes it a little bit.
Don't do that! You don't know what's alive in here?
You kind of hear, like, this quiet, like, sad groan, but it doesn't move.
Can Mariz try to snatch it out of Lucky's hands? Because holy shit!
Sure, roll Dex.
What's the vessel or?
Lucky, you can roll Dex to contest if you want.
Yeah, sure.
I have the higher mod.
Yeah, so Mariz snatches the Thinker out of Lucky's hands.
Holds it very protectively and is like, you don't know what's alive in here, you don't just go shaking shit!
I will say that when you grab the Thinker, you knocked the pen on the floor.
Ollie goes to pick up the pen, and he, if anything, he does give a slight glare to Mariz for the swear, but any which way, begins to continue investigating.
Okay, does Ollie want to roll intelligence for me?
Yeah, I'll roll. Intelligence. I'm just checking to see what that is. Oh, just like straight up intelligence?
Yep.
Okay. That would be...
Marzi, I see you typing. What the fuck are you doing?
That's not supposed to go in there, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not perceiving much, or knows much.
Okay, does anyone want to help Ollie? Instead of fighting over the Thinker statue, do you maybe want to help?
God.
You
I would
absolute
like help
heathens.
Ollie.
Okay, roll intelligence.
Can I give Ollie the help action? Because I can tell you my intelligence is actually worse.
You never know. Maybe a 5th grader is smarter than an adult. Who knows?
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Fine, okay. I'm gonna go
Roll first, and then we'll see.
Hold on. I got a 3!
Oh my god. Okay, so tell me what the help action does, because I don't actually know.
The help action gives advantage on... I didn't mean to roll it like that. The help action gives advantage on, like, if someone does something, you give the help action, it gives them advantage on that roll.
Okay, then, yeah, Ollie, you
So
can...
I can roll.
Yes.
Okay.
Dice parser, please. I'm disintegrating. Yeah!
The dice are not being very kind to Ollie today.
Holy fuck.
I'm not being
This is
kind
probably
to
one of his
anyone.
curses act here. Don't worry about it.
Can I say if Mariz has noticed these two struggling and has decided to look over and see what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, sure. Roll intelligence.
Oh
'Cause
man,
this-
that's not gonna be good either.
Yeah.
No,
Holy
Mariz has the brain cell.
fuck. Okay.
Oh, the tables have turned.
Okay.
How the turns have tabled.
So Mariz, you take one look at this and you look it over very fast, and you don't have any idea what all the little white dots and all the little names mean, but you do notice that it kind of looks exactly like a connect the dots puzzle.
Oh, sick!
And Ollie's
instead
holding the pen, so you're going to tell him that, or are you just gonna?
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Check it out. Shit, that was a fumble.
Great.
Hell! Hang on, Mariz pulls out a little charm that looks like a little purple charm that looks like wings. He hewed all my TSP members.
I hate
shoves
you.
that back into their hand and says like, oh, that's not what I wanted. Hang on. There we go. Pulls out a pen they stole from the zoo.
What?
Yeah, in their inventory, Mariz has 30 pens that they've stolen from the zoo.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. Try to write, I guess.
Yes. Time to connect the dots.
Okay.
Have they connected shit?
What color ink is the pen?
I'm gonna say it's black.
Okay, well, it's a dark blue star map, so you can connect the dots, but you won't see shit, so... Does Ollie want to try connecting the dots with the pen he picked up off of the floor?
Yes.
Okay, cool. This pen has white ink, so you can see it.
Ollie sees Mariz just like going at it with the black pen that you can hardly see on the puzzle.
So
He just kind of pats Mariz on the head, like, okay, that's okay. Here, let's take a look.
I won't be mean. I had the split-second thought, but I won't be mean.
I'm gonna give Mariz one of those shitty, like, star stickers that says you tried on it.
So I've said it before, if someone they don't know tries to, like, touch them, like, pat them on the head, they'll go to bite, but they are trying to be nicer.
Wow, physical
And
restraint.
Ollie
Okay.
doesn't know that, mind you, and Ollie's just, you know, he did give a bad glare earlier. He does still feel a little upset on that, but you can tell that he doesn't mean any harm. He just wants to make sure that we get through this together. And, well, hopefully everybody gets to have a little bit of fun. So he's gonna continue looking at this thing and trying to figure it out. Is there anything I need to roll for it?
No, because Mariz figured it out. It's just connect the dots. So Ollie connects the dots with the pen that was by the doll, or the statue, I should say, and it has white ink in it, so it actually looks like the constellations on it now, and it's just like a constellation map that you can buy. And you can all roll perception if you want.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Is Mariz still holding the thinker doll?
Yes. Very
Oh
protectively.
my god, the dice hate me today.
Holy fuck! Dice parser. A 5, a 7, a 13.
You sure these dice aren't weighted or anything?
Weighted digital dice.
Dice parser's out for blood today.
Yes, I would like to put my dice into the digital dice jail, please and thank you.
And a 12. Okay, it makes sense that Mariz has the highest score, considering Mariz is holding it, but you'll hear, like, very quiet, like, happy noises come from the thinker statue.
Yeah, Mariz isn't surprised anymore.
Of course. Do you put the statue back on the shelf with their puzzle?
Yeah, Mariz will very carefully angle the statue so we can very clearly see the connected dots and all of the constellations. Like, yep, there you go, bud.
This is some good fucking content. Okay, will you all roll me another perception check? I know that I literally just made you do that, but
Forcing us to see.
Oh shit.
Hell! I won't be there.
holy fuck.
Hmm?
Ollie, are you rolling perception?
Sorry, I wasn't focusing.
No, you're fine. You are. It's all good. Holy shit.
There we go, for once. Something decent.
Okay, so I want to say that I would like to say that you all notice it, but Mariz less than everyone else because they got a 9 and everyone else got like above a 15. You hear a loud crash come from downstairs. It doesn't sound like glass, but it definitely was a crash.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Man, I hope the place isn't getting robbed.
That would suck.
It'd be real inconvenient.
It would.
What?
Do we know exactly like where this crash sound is coming from?
You guys are on
If
the
we
right.
do, I would like to say Ollie begins to dash towards it.
You guys are on the right side of the store, so it sounds like it's coming from directly below you.
I guess downstairs we go then.
If Ollie's gonna run, I guess now is a good time to use Mantle of Inspiration.
Okay, what is that?
We can ignore the 8 temp hit points that it does, since we're not going to be doing any combat, but it does give 8 temp hit points. And it allows up to 5 creatures that can see you and you can see to use their reaction also to move their speed.
That was a lot of words, and I'm sorry.
So it basically if Ollie is going to action dash, and then also have the movement speed, it's basically tripling what Ollie can do, because then you can also use your reaction to also move.
Oh, so Ollie just kind of becomes Sonic for a second and zooms downstairs.
Yeah, this is so everyone can use because it's up to 5
if I
creatures.
flavor this ever so slightly?
Yes.
Have at it. You feel the magical bard magic.
He does. He feels it quite a bit. He actually gets a little excited about it, because this is not normal. He's felt plenty of different curses and things before, but this is a little bit more fun. And he kind of runs like as if he was just a young adult again. And he even goes as far as sliding down the railing of the staircase down to the other floor.
I love this old man.
Oh. Very, very Indiana Jones-esque, if you will.
I love him. Okay, are the rest of you following after?
Oh yeah, Mariz is close behind, like flying behind him.
Okay,
yeah, definitely.
So you will notice that the office door is shut, and you can definitely hear crying from the inside. But that's not where the crash came from. You'll kind of notice that it looks like there's, if you'll look at the map again, and if you need me to repost it, I will, you'll notice that there's kind of like a corner that's in the back part. It looks really fucking big on the map because I don't know how to make maps, but it's actually like a kind of tight corner between the wall of the office and like the shelves. You'll notice that it looks like there's a whole lot more crap on the floor than there is in the entire rest of the toy store.
Oh, that's not ominous at all.
I will say that the corner is lit. It's a little dimmer than the rest of the toy store because it's a corner under a floor, but...
Yo, lit.
I hate you.
Love you.
Okay, do you guys want to...
Do you think Ollie could maybe try pulling out, like, say, like a lantern or a flashlight from his hammer space?
Yeah, go nuts. That is not a fumble. Bless you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, he got it out, I think.
So, does he have a flashlight or a lantern?
Whichever one you think is more suitable.
He can have a flashlight as a treat.
As a treat.
So, Ollie, are you heading back into this corner?
Yeah, he's ready to investigate.
Okay, Ollie and anyone else who is going back into the corner, roll me investigation.
Invest. Oh, right.
Oh shit, that isn't a bad roll this time. Almost fell off the table, but it isn't a bad roll.
Oh my god. How many of those do you have, Marzi? Ollie, I'm gonna say roll advantage because you're holding the flashlight.
Okay.
Oh my god, I cannot stand for dice parsers bullcrap.
I will say it was also being bullshit earlier during the FPS I was sitting in on.
Jesus Christ.
There
There
we
were
go. That's
so many
much
ones.
better.
Parson
got it
just
easy.
ain't about it today.
I mean, Pigeon was in that FPS, so...
Damn.
Pigeon, my beloved. Anyway, so... With... Okay, hold on. I need to process numbers for 2 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna say that you all notice it. You'll see that towards the back, there's a part of the shelf that's clear, and it does look like it's been recently cleared because it doesn't look like there's any dust on it, whereas everything else back here kind of seems to have like a very thin layer of dust. Kind of like the toys that are sitting back here have been sitting back here for a little while.
That's really sad.
But you'll see that the shelf itself does not actually have dust on it, and you imagine that whatever was sitting here is what you heard fall on the floor. I did not think of a specific toy to fall on the floor. Yeah. But you will see what kind of looks like a Ken doll. You know what I mean? Barbie but boy.
Barbie but boy. No, it could be, for non-copyright, it can be Deborah and Michael.
Okay. So you see this doll, and it's facing away from you. It's got, not actual hair, like it's still like all the plastic that the doll is made out of, like it doesn't have fake hair. It's brown and it's neatly combed, and the doll is facing away from you. It's got on a long-sleeved white shirt and long red pants and black shoes. And it's tapping its foot. And you can tell that its arms are crossed.
Dude, you good?
Do you say that?
Wait, shit, did Mariz see?
Yes, everybody can see this doll.
Yes, Kate, yes, Mariz does say that.
Good by definition of the word. I would say no. And he'll turn and look at you, and you'll notice that he's very regally dressed.
Oh shit, are you the prince?
Yes, I am the prince. And he'll lower his arms and look at you guys and give like a sort of half bow.
Ollie kind of nods his head in return.
I love this old man.
Mariz decides to play along, and since they wear a dress all the time, they'll do their best curtsy.
Aww.
I love this asshole too.
Heart emoji.
Avery and Lucky, do you have any reaction to this?
What happened? I zoned out.
You guys.
I think that may
that
be
is
Avery's
her
reaction
character.
too, honestly.
Wait, what? Everyone talked at once.
That may be Avery's reaction too, honestly.
Oh my god. You guys found the prince. And he
Avery
gave-
raises his hand, just goes sub.
Okay. Lucky, did you have a reaction?
Honestly, not really. It's just more dumbfounded. What is happening? What is my life?
Okay. So, the prince is going to turn to Mariz and Ollie because they at least bowed back. And just, I assume you are looking for the key, correct?
Ollie nods.
Yeah, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Second thoughts.
I mean, yeah, if that guy's... If you're all like this because that guy's being kind of shit because of this Nutcracker, I don't know how I feel about it anymore.
I cannot say that I blame him. He put a lot of work into that. And the prince will like nod his head towards the direction of the giant Nutcracker. It took him months, you know.
Yeah, but is
Did
it
he
like
build it?
alive?
Lucky, what did you say?
Why did he build it?
None of us know. And none of us know if it's alive either. We've never seen it move without the key. That doesn't mean it's not alive, of course. Plenty of us move without our keys. None of us blame him. He made us, after all. You guys can roll insight if you want.
Yeah, Mariz will. And as I roll this, Mariz will say, "So though, that's kind of fucked up." Fuck.
The prince is gonna give like a sort of like offended look because you fucking keep swearing.
Listen, Mariz legally is allowed to say fuck, and they're gonna take advantage of that fact.
Okay, so Ollie is gonna be the only one that picks up on this because I guess Ollie still is the only one with a brain cell.
What?
Home slice, you rolled a 5. Shut up.
What about the perception checks, you shit? Never mind, I love you.
Ollie, you kind of get the feeling that none of these toys hold any resentment against the toy maker. They're just sort of sad that everyone focuses, all the guests and customers focus on the statue and not on like the fucking toys.
Yeah. He kind of gets up that feeling. You know, the more he listens and the more he learns, you know, there's a bit of like a not misunderstanding, but it's definitely a bit of a dilemma because there's this big thing that definitely has put a lot of work into, but at the same time, there's all these other toys that deserve to have happy homes and, you know, to be played with, to enjoy themselves just as much.
Does Ollie write down / explain any of this to our bumbling band of idiots over here?
Yes.
I say this with affection, but also...
Yes, he does. He's taking the time to write it down because, you know, he's got a lot on his mind. He might not be able to talk, but he definitely has a lot on his mind.
I don't think that the prince is going to say anything unless asked.
Why don't they just put a stand in front of the statue with the other toys on it?
The prince can't...
The
prince can't blink, but, like, if he could, he would. Like, we're toys. What exactly do you expect us to do?
I don't know, you can move.
Ollie is going to write down a question.
Okay. Okay.
Have you ever talked about this with the toy maker?
We've tried. But
how did he reply?
He didn't. I'm not sure that he fully believes that some of us are living.
But he made you.
We were not alive when he made us.
Ollie sort of continues writing, and, you know, he thought of it, it begins writing again during all that, to say, well, it could be the case that he might have misunderstood what you wanted to explain to him, or perhaps didn't see it properly. Sometimes even amongst these sorts of situations, not everybody is going to be able to see the proper reasoning, or they take things for granted when they don't mean to.
And the prince nods. You must understand, I do feel incredible guilt for enlisting everyone to take the key.
Mm.
But you also have to understand, we're the ones who are supposed to be sold. The beast will remain here. But I cannot thank the four of you enough for what you have done today. Some of us have been here for years. And to know that there is still hope for the rest of us. That we might get sold still. That we might find homes still. It gives us hope. And I'm not gonna, well, I could. That's not a D. Cool. He's going to walk off to the side, and out from behind what looks kind of like an empty box, he's going to pull out a little golden key.
Okay.
And push it in the direction of Mariz and Ollie.
Yoink.
Jeez, do you just okay? I need.
That's okay. Ollie lets them.
Okay.
Ollie also begins to write down. Well, would you like to come with us to maybe explain the situation out to the toy maker?
I wish I could hit the correct button and not the wrong one. Okay. The prince shakes their head and just, I do not think I have the strength today. And besides, I'm not sure that even I could properly explain it without help. There are so many here, and they're all, well, most of them are older than even I, and have been here a lot longer too.
Ollie taps a little bit at his notepad again, and he writes down something and then pushes the notepad towards the prince and pen as well. And on the notepad it reads, "Would you mind writing down what you think, perhaps? I can deliver the note over."
The prince will pick up the pen, or, well...
If that's not too much trouble.
Okay, so he can lift the pen. He is still a doll. So he picks up the pen, and he sort of, writes out, a very short message, to the toy maker, and then sets the pen back down on top of the notebook and steps off of it because he probably had to step on it a little bit to write. Sorry, Ollie.
No, that's okay.
But yeah, and he'll give Ollie another bow.
He gives a little nod back.
Thank you for what you guys have done today. I cannot express my gratitude enough, and I'm sure the others can't either.
Well, Ollie's gonna look at the rest of the party, so...
Okay, listen. We're not just gonna hand over the key without negotiating this, right?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay,
What do you take me for? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
Ollie is writing down, well, this is a situation where there is a bit of a misunderstanding, at least for the toy maker. I don't think the toy maker fully knows what is going wrong here.
the toy maker sounds like an idiot.
Yeah.
Things are not so black and white.
Maybe they should be.
I'll kill you.
Alright.
You're literally a color changer too.
Alright. votes. Who here thinks
Oh my
Toymaker's an idiot?
God.
Avery raises both hands.
And Mariz also raises both hands.
Bucky raises his hands too.
Both of them? Like,
Yes.
the prince is just staring dumbfounded at all of you, like, what? And shakes his head like, no, no, no. You misunderstand. He's no idiot.
Ollie
Wait.
gestures over, like, see?
Well, I don't know about the
He's
rest of you,
Italian.
but this is 3-2, so
Yeah, so we're gonna like have to talk this over with them, and we're gonna have to like actually talk about it. Yeah, this is a little
Ollie
like
writes-
fucked up.
Ollie writes down, the situation is bad, yes. I entirely see that, but we can fix this. We can make it so everyone is happy.
That's what we're
Yeah.
doing.
Yes, and that means
Yes,
not
yes.
calling the toy maker an idiot. And things are not so black and white. You should know that better. You are a color changing toon, are you not?
You leave my emotions out of this.
I love Ollie.
I don't know
Ollie
you.
continues. You may not know me, but I have been around for long enough to understand that people are not as always so like a cover of a book. There's more to them than just that. Someone can do something bad, but they are not necessarily a bad person. Like how you cause trouble, and yet you're not necessarily a bad person.
Mariz looks at Avery.
He looks at both of you. And he's very serious in this. He seems soft, but he's very serious.
Avery is a middle schooler. I don't know what else to tell
He
you.
doesn't want to mess around with this any further. He is stepping his foot down like an adult would.
There's just a moment of staring at Marzi.
Mariz.
Mariz, god damn it. Okay,
Shamebox.
god damn.
Anyway,
I'm staring at Mariz. Just. We can talk it out. Unless does something to really impress us. I don't think we're changing our mind for a bit.
the prince is just
I'm
standing
changing
here
my mind,
watching.
so I no longer think he's an idiot.
Ollie calmly just nods and goes, okay, well, that's up to you then.
Mariz was still thinking about that poor doll in the tattered dress, because that, she hurt. That one hurt.
I mean,
Yeah, no, they're gonna have a very serious talk with this guy.
okay. Are you going to actually go to the office, or are you going
Yeah.
to stand here in front of the prince still?
Mariz is gonna, yeah, Mariz, like, kind of like incline, like while looking at Avery, inclines her head over to the office and starts floating over.
Avery gives a very serious kid nod and starts walking as well.
Ollie walks along, but he's staying behind a little bit.
I guess
X
we're
gonna
all
give
going.
it to you.
Oh my god. Okay.
Sorry, Taml, go ahead.
No, we were just hitting there anyway.
The prince stays on the shelf and sort of waves at you guys as you leave because he did say that he is not following you. But the door is closed to the office. Do you want to knock? Do you want to? What do you want to do? You do still hear crying from the inside.
I was a little tempted to have them kick down the door, but I won't do that.
Can someone please make a decision before Avery, because I have a feeling no one's going to like it.
Oh god.
Are the children just thinking about kicking down the door?
Ollie is going to calmly push the door open.
Thank you, Ollie.
Kids had detention all day.
Thank you, Ollie. Okay, so inside you will see the very small man. His crying has lessened a little bit to the point where it's kind of just sniffles now, but he is still crying, and it kind of looks like he's carving something. Why he's using a knife and crying at the same time does not seem safe, but
go off, I guess.
It's his profession, so
The profession.
it's
Not
how
much
he
you can do
copes.
for that.
So, but
Carving.
a doll. It just sort of
Oh.
looks like a block of wood at the moment, but it will be a doll when he's done. But you guys come through the door and he sort of looks up at you and sniffles.
Hmm.
Is anyone going to say anything?
Mariz, hands on their waist, is like, all right, we need to talk.
The toy maker's gonna like tilt his head to the side, like what?
I'm sorry, toy maker, you have two very determined babies at your door.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well you're all standing in his office now.
I'm
still...
trying to form words. I'm so sorry.
Who has the key, by the way?
Mariz.
Ah, I see.
Alright, listen. I know you're very sad about your big giant toy, but all of your small little toys do not like being shelved. They do like a quotation marks. When they finish that sentence.
The toy
Around shelved.
Uh-huh.
Mariz gives a very determined nod.
Okay. The toy maker sort of blinks and sets the block of wood and the knife down on the desk behind him and just takes a deep breath and just I don't remember what voice I gave him. Oops. Anyway.
Okay, he was mostly crying instead of talking anyway. You can do whatever you want.
Okay. He just you must understand that I can't just leave them all over the floor. People would trip.
Not like
It was
that.
Probably not. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
No, you.
Magic, I can just imagine Avery and Mariz share a look that's like, ugh, adults.
Yes, that is exactly the look. Listen, you got a shiny new big toy, and so you left all of your other toys to be ignored. Toys, by the way, which are your creations.
And they're alive and very sad.
Very, very sad.
Would you like to roll insight on the sad man?
Yes.
Yes.
You can all roll insight if you want.
That would be very lovely, yeah.
Yes, we are.
That is not what I meant to do. I keep putting D's. Fuck.
Oh, the dice really don't like me today.
It's okay. It's kind of obvious. So it's a little harder for it's a little harder for Ollie to notice, but he does get it. When Mariz and Avery say that the toys are alive, he kind of stops crying and is just looking at you guys in absolute fucking confusion. He has no idea what you're talking about.
Ollie,
For the love of.
Oh my, by the mother.
Ollie huffs a little bit because he too is a little frustrated with the kids, not gonna lie. He will agree that they are right on some level. But he does write down in his notepad before handing that over to say, well, we have gone around and it seems like most of the areas that have all your toys aren't being really used. They don't really seem as cared for as this big one that you have. There seems to be a bit of a misunderstanding. They tried to explain to you. They are indeed alive, yes. I have proof of it even. And he flips to the other page, which does have the note from the prince.
Mm-hmm. The toy maker reads all of this very intently and actually reads it over a number of times. And sort of gets this frown on his face and sighs and lowers the notebook and slowly offers it back to Ollie and just I I I made them all myself. You must understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But I am the only one here.
Well, then, I don't know, maybe you did love them enough to bring them to life. Then that's cool or whatever. But it's gotten to the point where they're all kind of feeling ignored.
Why don't you hire other staff?
Ollie also writes down. I will say I have, through my days, I've gone through a lot of different places, and some do want to argue they don't have anyone else in the house or wherever they are, and yet they truly aren't all that alone. Sometimes someone's ability to create really sparks life into something else, if you will.
He's gonna read Ollie's note and sort of nod along and just I can't afford to pay anyone else. If I could, the shelves would be empty. I do not. And he'll
It's
sigh
because
and just.
everyone...
I built the Nutcracker as a personal project, yes, but also as advertisement. I don't. Making them upset, or I suppose bringing them to life in the first place, but making them upset was not something that I intended. I want them all to have happy homes, but I do not control the rate at which people buy toys. What the fuck, bro? I'm trying to have a moment and you...
I'm sorry, you said I don't control the rate at which and I had already lost it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so I managed to choke that out before dying. Do you have a reaction to that?
And why don't you center the toys around the Nutcracker instead of having the toys spread onto the far shelves away from the Nutcracker, which is your main attraction?
Because people would climb it and hurt themselves? For
Well,
starters.
But if your Nutcracker's the main attraction, then people are going to be focusing on that and not buying the toys anyway.
Ike, did you want to say something?
Ollie was going to write, well, if it's that much of a danger to have people climb onto it, we could set up boundaries so people don't. Obviously, people do appreciate and enjoy the creations that you have here, especially this big one, of course. So, why don't we try to find a good compromise so maybe both get a bit of a spotlight?
Do you have something in mind?
As the kid over here has said, being able to keep them closer to the Nutcracker might be a good start.
He'll sort of sit back in his chair. My mic is not picking up my words. Help. And sort of get this like brows furrowed, like thinking really hard look on his face, and just think for a while on how he could approach this problem.
This is me, Magic. I don't know if this is just like the marketing classes I've taken, but it's very simple. You place the toys around the Nutcracker. That is what you do in this situation.
You have to understand that, he's good at making the toys, not at doing the marketing. That's why there are so many.
Everybody goes into marketing. not everybody does marketing, and this is Toon logic. We gotta remember that too, right?
Poor magic
Avery
being
is a real kind.
Yes,
Poor
and this is a Toon world.
Poor magic with actual like marketing and business knowledge.
Damn, I can't help you play the real kind today. But he'll quickly spin around and pull what looks like a sort of sketchbook out of his drawer and start sketching for a minute. If anyone looks over his shoulder, you'll see it's kind of a slightly more detailed version of the shitty map that I sent earlier. So it's a layout of the toy store, and it looks like he's adding shelves around the base of the. Sorry, someone is slamming shit. It's 11:30 at night. What are you doing? It looks like he's drawing up what looks like shelves, displays. I don't know. It just kind of looks like rectangles around the base of the Nutcracker.
You could have like additional low height tables to stuff a bunch of your merchandise onto the things and have people like go around them.
Now there's a thought, and he'll add like little circles around like towards the bottom of the stairs, and also up on the second floor, like where you see where that one shelf was, like one on each end of the shelf too. Any other thoughts on it? And he'll look at the rest of you like, bro, help.
You could clear out an area.
I can't
somewhere,
believe Magic's
or, like,
dead.
You just one-shotted magic. Mariz is like, I'm not good at the advertising thing, but maybe you should also find out which toys are alive and talk to them for a bit. And maybe they have any ideas.
He's gonna flip to a different page of the sketchbook and write that down.
Good. Yes, good. Mariz gives a satisfied nod.
Why did my mind go to expo tables? Like,
what the
straight
fuck
up, like,
what the fuck
you-
is an
you know
expo
how, like,
table?
I think that's I don't know the term for it, but you know, like, how you go somewhere and, like, there's, like, a table where people show off what they're doing? That,
Yeah.
but with, like, the toys that are alive, because they still want to be bought, and, like, they can physically show off what they're doing, right?
And who
Okay.
doesn't want living toys? Like, that's rad as fuck.
That's rad as fuck.
I think he'll also write that essentially down, because underneath is like a sort of add-on to find out which toys are alive. Do Ollie or Lucky have any suggestions for the toy store?
Not really anymore. The first couple of them.
Ollie can't really seem to think much, no.
Okay.
But he does write down, well, this is a start. And if you ever need any extra hands to build any of this, do let me know. I can try my best.
He's gonna nod. Are you guys going to give back the wind-up key?
Ollie looks at Mariz. I don't know.
Mariz is satisfied, but Mariz looks at Avery first.
Avery,
Child solidarity.
gives a nod, child solidarity.
Yeah, there's like that quiet communication that only children can do that ends in both of them giving satisfied nods.
Uh-huh.
And Mariz pulling out the key.
He's a little engrossed in his drawing, but you can. Do you want to like get his attention?
Flies over, like, puts it on his sketchbook.
Wait, put it on the end of his pen pencil because it is a wind-up key. It has holes
That's
in it.
really
Oh my
funny. Yeah,
God.
as he's writing, Mariz will hang it on the end of his pencil.
Okay. He sort of stops in shock for a minute and is just looking at it and is trying to process it. And upon realizing what it is, he's going to leap out of his chair, clutching the key that is probably, like, for lack of a better term, slid off the end of the pencil. The pencil is on the ground. He's holding the key very tightly, and he's incredibly happy to, like, have the key back to his big toy. And after a minute,
Don't forget to readjust your store first.
he'll put the key back in the drawer where he usually puts it, and put the pencil back up on the desk because he did drop that on the floor. And he'll reach into the other drawer and he'll pull out 5 small bags, and he'll hand one to each of you, and then I want each of you to roll a d10.
A D10.
Oh?
Wait, where's my D10 for this set? Oh, which one's the fucking D10? Shit.
Help.
Yeah.
I don't know which one of you rolled the 3 and which one of you rolled the 7.
Let's just go in the order of.
Okay.
chapter
Order of
this?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I did the 7 and Taml
Okay.
got the 3.
Yeah.
And a 5. Okay. So in the little bags that you each got, you'll each find 20 gold.
Nice.
And then for the 5th bag that he keeps it in his hand, but he holds it open to you. And I'm assuming you guys reach in one by one,
Yeah.
of course, because it's not a very big bag.
Shit.
You each reach in and you each pull out a different toy. The toy does not do anything. It's just like a little toy.
It's a
I-
sentimental thing.
Yes. I will copy and paste in numerical order, so from lowest to highest, what each of you got. I have to copy and paste individually because the list is of 10. But I will say that Avery got my favorite item off of this list.
Nice.
Fuck, I hit enter too soon.
Wooden sword!
A wooden sword!
Violence.
Okay, and I will say that Mariz, you rolled a 10, and I was actually really hoping that somebody would.
Oh?
Hey, Google, what the fuck?
I thought you were telling me to Google something. I was like, oh, okay.
No. I tried to copy, and Google Docs got very mad at me.
They get a little prince!
But yeah, that's it.
Nice.
You guys get 20 gold and a fun little toy that you guys can take with you. The toy does not do anything, it's just for funsies. But that's the end. Do you guys
What if
have
Mariz
any
wants-
do you have any reactions to the toys that you get?
Ollie puts it in his hammer's face. He's like, okay, cool. You know, in a very sentimental talk way. Because,
Mhm.
you know.
Mariz is like, fuck yeah, this is something for Fleck to dress up. They do say fuck.
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
Hold up. I need to find out who Avery's hitting with this stick.
Oh shit!
Oh god.
Alright. Going from top to bottom,
I
I'm
hope
gonna roll
it's
a
Mariz.
D3. That's a 2! It is Mariz!
Let's see.
Oh my
God.
god.
Lucky doesn't show, but he's ecstatic about the freaking toy.
I will say, Ollie, your toy is the only one that makes noise.
Which is hilarious considering Ollie is the only one that doesn't speak.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna keep it very close.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna hit Mariz with this. Mariz with this. I don't have to roll.
Roll just
Strength?
yeah. Cuz it's
Okay.
not a
Unless-
heavy stick. It's like a pathetic wooden sword. Like,
I mean, they're not hitting it with all their might, but they're still trying to do a whack.
okay.
Listen, you gave Avery a sword. I don't know what else to tell you.
You hit Mariz with the sword.
Cool. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh
I get to
god.
make this at advantage.
The rest of us are just sitting here.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're not. Anyway.
And no,
Nice.
you don't get to do this at advantage because I used a luck point, so it's a normal roll.
God damn it. So 24. You get hit over the head again.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have any magic, like, damaging magic behind it, but Mariz says, fuck you! And it was supposed to be vicious mockery.
Oh my god. I think
You're gonna have to
Do
really
you
come
mind
up
if
with better
I Do you mind if I interject?
please.
Ollie is going to stand in front of the two, pausing all of that.
No, they're friends. This is how they show affection.
Well, he doesn't see it as affection.
Thank you, Ollie, for having a brain. So, do you guys
He's going to stand in front. He gives a little nod to Avery, like, okay, you know, you're definitely seem like the adventurous type. That seems understandable. Another nod over to Mariz, but still gives a glare. Be like, okay, don't push it too hard.
you guys are literally still
much younger
standing
than
in
you.
his
Anyway,
office?
Avery misses, but definitely went to go hit
I can't believe you tried to take out this old man's kneecaps. What's the matter with you? Wow, fucked up.
I think this is at the point where Ollie seems a little fed up, and he's gonna walk out now.
I'm so sorry, Ollie.
I think this is how we fade out because Ollie is just done with you little bastards.
It's fine. Avery and Mariz are friends.
Okay. But
now.
that's all that I had for you guys. Thank you for playing.
And
Thanks
thank
for
you for
having us.
DMing.
Oh my god.
God, I can't believe I used all 3 of Mariz's luck points in a game with no combat. That's
Yeah,
wild.
Okay. Thank you to future listeners who picked this up. I hope you had fun. I hope all of you had fun. This was very
Woo!
chaotic and yeah. It is time to say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.